but you just said 1800s. Back then.
Yeah, actually, matter of fact, so you said, coming back to you said you want your daughter to be like you. Why is that? Now that you've kind of heard some of the other ladies talk.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna put you on the spot going first. Why would you want your daughter to be like you?
Well, I have to grab the mic.
Yeah, grab it hard. Yeah.
Grab the
I
piece.
can grab it hard.
Grab it.
So it's not slipping away.
Oh my god.
Just like your eggs in your youth.
Oh shit,
Oh my
Sneeko.
God.
Damn, Sneeko.
Damn,
You don't like that 1800 comment?
I thought I was savage.
She called me an alien 5 seconds ago. I'm an alien from the 1800s.
Yeah, from the
You
1800s.
are an alien. You're black and Chinese.
I'm just
What are you
like
talking about?
realizing. Okay, yeah, I do want my daughter to be like me because I'm very much like my mom, and she's probably very much like my grandmother. You know how genes.
Was your mom a
work.
daughter too? I'm sorry. Was
Huh?
your mom a doctor as well? And your grandma?
No, she was an engineer.
Okay. Did she
Yeah.
also prioritize education over family?
Yeah, she made sure that I hadn't made, like, that I went to.
Wait, how old was she when she had you?
She was 40.
Damn.
And I feel like I
do you have
turned
siblings?
out pretty fine.
Do you have any siblings or no?
Yes,
How many?
2. They're older than me.
I was gonna say, were you the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Okay. And then, did your grandma also have children at an older age?
I don't know.
You don't know how old she is?
She's dead.
You don't know what year she was born in?
Rest in peace.
I don't know.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Your mom really popped you out at 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, white people are different. I had no idea that was possible.
Excuse me, my mom too, by the way.
40?
Is there an issue with that, Sneeko?
How is that
That's what I was gonna
possible?
Look how I turned out.
Well, I mean, it's not optimal to have a child
Yeah, it's
that
not.
late. It causes a lot of complications. I mean,
Says
do you
the
want to say what
doctor.
happened in your situation?
Yeah. Well, it turned out kind of retarded.
Get personal.
Oh, the other,
What? Don't say-
the other thing.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, to be realistic, I had a twin brother that we were born together, and the cord was around his neck, and he died.
Did you eat him?
Nigga, I came out first, nigga.
Yo, I'm not Chris.
That's messed up,
What
bro.
was that sound effect, nigga?
Hey. I mean, I can laugh about it now, but like, back then it was serious. But hey, it happens, man.
Yeah.
At that age,
Your mom had you when she was what, 40?
yeah. At that age, complications
old.
happen.
Yeah.
It's like out of her control.
Yeah. My
So-
dad was born at
I
40. He had to be in an
apologize for that.
incubator for the last month of his fucking pregnancy.
What?
Oh, shit.
It's pregnancy?
Well, like my grandma's pregnancy.
Okay.
Not his. What do you call
You
it?
said incubation.
He was born prematurely.
Yeah.
That's
So
what she
she's
had him,
been in an incubator
and that's
for a
put him in an
month.
incubator for a month.
Well,
Okay.
a conversation people aren't ready to have is this. So I'm from Australia, and the
Why
illegal
do
age
you
of
have that
consent.
voice? Are you a girl?
Do I have this voice? Yeah, I could be a girl if I want. Why would you be talking shit if I'm trans? Isn't it good?
It's perfect.
Yeah, don't be
I love your
transphobic.
voice. It's so smooth.
Yeah, don't be transphobic, please. Anyway,
How dare you?
thank you.
Day.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. 2024. Let's not be in the 1800s like you said, please. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Thank you. No, this is what's called a man who makes a lot of money and flies around the world regularly and goes on a lot of shows, so his voice can't keep up
Climate
with his work
change.
ethic. Sure, whatever the fuck you want to say, but the reality is like with the birthing rates and with what's going on is, look, so age of consent in Australia is 16. A lot of states in America are 16, 17, 18. It changes, right?
Yeah.
I know for the sake of the internet, we'll just say age of consent's 18. Like I was just at a house right now with some very wealthy people. We run some companies, like the wellness companies are, these are 8, 9-figure companies. And these are some of the best OBGYNs in the entire world. And I was sitting down with one of them. I won't name him for the sake of his credentials. One of the most awarded OBGYNs. And one of the crazy things of talking to some of these individuals, these are doctors, by the way, so girls don't put
You're a
words in my
troll.
mouth here.
I'm sorry.
Is that when they talk about births, they tell me regularly that the least complications and the most successive rate with the least
Age 10.
mental conditions
Age 10.
is between 14 to 16, depending on the rate of puberty onset, okay? So teen pregnancies typically have the easiest labor, the least complications, the least mental health issues, and the least defects, as well as least postpartum issues. So by no means am I promoting teen pregnancy, because I'm not saying if you're 16, go get knocked up.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we might have a cultural problem and a maturity problem. not necessarily a gender problem. Because most of you girls here are probably not even old enough or mature enough to have a baby where you're at right now. I agree with you. I meet a lot of 28-year-old girls. I'm like, fuck. They're like, I can't have a kid. I go, don't. You're right. But if you think about it in a world where, women are like taught how to cook, how to clean, maturity is something that is trained. Gender is not a taught concept. Maturity is. So in our culture where people are taught to be immature, it would make sense, like Mary in the Bible with Jesus was 14, but it was a much different mindset back then. Am I saying 14-year-olds today should fuck and have kids? No. Don't take me out of context. But if our society was different, today people are never adults. We're continually kids for the rest of our lives. Coachella, they had the Wiggles come out on stage and everyone was happy. What are you, fucking 5? So my point is, and I'll just digress on this, is I'm saying with the age thing, I think part of the reason why we have it later and later is to reduce the population so they could bring immigrants in to replace the initial population. That's it.
Yeah.
I'll leave the matrix there.
And I think the other thing too that's very important for people to understand is that life expectancy was significantly less. I mean, people were dying in their 20s and 30s, and if you lived to like 40 or 50, you were considered like blessed. So I think that's another reason too why people had children younger and people had to mature sooner, is because people did laborious work, they worked on farms, etc. So by 10 years old, they considered you an adult. I mean, if you look at all the major religions,
I want to clarify post-puberty.
Yeah.
You're after your first blood.
Yeah,
So,
I think when do you have your bar mitzvah? When you're like 13 in the Judaism,
yeah.
13 in Islam, you're considered a man at like 13, 14, 15. You're the man of the house now. In Christianity, you mentioned 14 in the Bible. So not saying that I advocate for that, but I'm just saying like we've existed for thousands of years with less life expectancy. So it would make sense from a biological perspective, of course, biological, why that would have the least complications at that age.
Back then it made sense, but the modern society now,
Yeah. Modernity has changed it. Yeah, modernity has obviously
modern
changed
society,
it.
30 doesn't make sense, man. The way the bitches are. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, people are just not prepared to have kids.
Wait, I have like a genuine question, like not a fighter question.
Sure. Sonny, did you want to ask a question too after this one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
if we biologically like live longer now, why does it not make sense to have kids later? Like biologically in the Bible, they live to like 30 years old, and we biologically live to like
120.
80.
120 in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because remember, biology doesn't necessarily align with, of course you could prolong your life with modern conveniences and medicine and everything else like that, but it doesn't change biology in general, right? There's a woman that's 21 years old is just going to be more fertile than a woman that's 40 years old, regardless of whether that woman that's 40 years old took great care of herself or whatever. I mean, unless she has like fantastic genetics, but there's a higher propensity for the younger woman to be significantly more fertile than the older woman in general.
I'll
Okay,
give
that
you
makes
an
sense.
example. When you go to the grocery store, right, you buy eggs.
Yeah,
If you eat them past expiry date, what happens?
which I do. I do.
Dirty.
You want to eat them fast, but that's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, I eat them after like a week and a half, like, right?
What?
But they become bad eggs. You don't want to have bad eggs and have kids, do you?
If you put them, I don't want bad eggs. No, I don't.
So the sooner the better.
Not only that,
Forgetting
Now I'm starting to think about my 13-year-old sister. Would I want her to have a child right now?
Now you're going to the extreme.
No.
If she would, I would.
No.
We would be in a team and
Hold on.
working together.
Hold on.
And
All
help
he
her
simply
through
told you,
everything.
ladies, please extrapolate the correct information from what he stated. He said from talking with trained professionals, the women that have the highest propensity to deliver healthy children without medical complications from them by themselves are women between the ages of 14 to 16. That is what he's saying from a biological standpoint, factual. Like,
And
don't
My
take
mother
the
is a
wrong
doctor,
information.
and she told me as long as I have a child before 30,
Shut up, Meg.
it's gonna be great.
Bruh, what kind of, okay, hold on.
I don't.
What kind of doctor is your mother?
My mom is a family practitioner. She's
Not
amazing.
qualified to talk like an OBGYN. Like, that's not
Shut
even
up.
close.
She
No, but I
does
will say
OBGYN
this.
appointments.
There's a reason why specialists make like 3 to 4 times as much as general practitioner doctors, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
but let's be
There's a
honest
reason
here.
why. And he
That-
just told you they're world renowned.